The final buzzer has sounded on one of the most remarkable chapters in Montreal Canadiens history. Today, the news that many of us knew was coming, but none of us were truly ready to hear, has become official. Brendan Gallagher, our warrior, our heart, our soul, has been traded to the Vancouver Canucks in exchange for future considerations, with the Canadiens retaining 50% of his salary. This isn't just a transaction. This is the closing of a chapter, the end of an era, and the beginning of a new, uncharted journey for both a beloved player and a franchise at pivotal crossroads. Let the numbers speak first, because they tell a story that transcends statistics. In 9-1-1 games, wearing the blue, blanc, et rouge, Gallagher amassed 246 goals for 187 points, 594 penalty minutes, and 194 even-strength goals. He leads the franchise in every single one of those categories among his era. A fifth-round pick, 147th overall. In the 2010 NHL Draft, Gallagher became the living embodiment of what it means to defy expectations, to outwork every single player on every single shift, to will yourself into becoming not just an NHL player, but a franchise cornerstone. Think about that for a moment. A fifth-round pick, a player that 146 other players were selected ahead of, a player that dozens of teams passed on, not once, not twice, but repeatedly. And yet, here he stands, the all-time leader in games played, goals, points, penalty minutes, and even strength goals for the Montreal Canadiens in his era. This is not a story of natural gifts and effortless talent. This is a story of relentless, unwavering, breathtaking determination. This is a Gallagher story, and it is one for the ages. Kent Hughes' statement says it all. Brendan will always hold a special place in the hearts of Canadiens fans. He represented the team with such tremendous determination, passion, and inspiring courage. He is the very definition of a warrior, always putting the team's success ahead of his own individual accolades. He always conducted himself like a true Montreal Canadien, both on the ice and in our community. A true Montreal Canadien. Those words carry an enormous weight, a profound significance that only those who understand the history and tradition of this franchise can truly appreciate. The Canadiens have been graced by legends, by players whose names are etched in the very fabric of hockey history. And while Gallagher may not have the championship rings of those legends, his spirit, his commitment, and his love for the city and this team place him firmly in that pantheon of players who truly understood what it meant to wear the CH. His 14 seasons in Montreal were marked by breathtaking highs and gut-wrenching lows. We watched him fearlessly dive into traffic, his compact frame absorbing punishment that would sideline lesser players. We watched him score crucial goals, celebrate with unbridled joy, and pour every ounce of his being into every single shift. We watched him battle through injuries that would have ended the careers of others, returning to the ice with the same fire, the same passion, the same relentless drive that defined his entire career. The trade itself, while emotionally devastating, makes clear strategic sense. By moving Gallagher to Vancouver, the Canadiens accomplished several critical objectives simultaneously. First and foremost, they honor a player's heartfelt wish to return home. Gallagher, an Edmonton native whose summer home is in Tawasin, British Columbia, wanted to play for the Canucks. This is a franchise that respected his desire, that gave him the opportunity to fulfill a deeply personal dream in the twilight of his career. There is something profoundly right about that. Secondly, and critically from a cap management perspective, this trade, even with 50% salary retention, frees up approximately $3.25 million in additional cap space. Combined with the existing cap space, this gives Kent Hughes nearly $14 million in flexibility to work with. This isn't just breathing room. This is the oxygen needed to make the significant moves that this team desperately requires. Re-signing Kirby Dach, Zachary Bolduc, and Arbor Shakaj becomes more manageable. Pursuing a legitimate top six center, whether through free agency or trade, becomes a more tangible reality. The future considerations return as a reflection of the market reality. Gallagher's production has declined. His cap hit is significant, and his age means the Canucks are primarily acquiring a veteran presence and a leadership voice rather than a top-line performer. The Canadiens, by retaining half his salary, made the deal work, prioritizing the cap flexibility gain over a potentially richer asset return. This is calculated, pragmatic roster management, the kind of decision that defines smart front offices. The timing also matters enormously. With free agency approaching on July 1st and the trade market heating up, every dollar cap space is precious. The Canucks swooping in to give Gallagher his wish is a fortuitous convergence of personal desire and organizational need. It allows the Canadiens to enter the most critical phase of their offseason with greater financial flexibility, better positioned to make the moves that can truly accelerate this rebuild. But beyond the strategy, beyond the cap implications and the future considerations, this moment demands a pause. A moment of genuine, heartfelt gratitude for a player who gave everything, absolutely everything, to this franchise and this city. 14 seasons, 911 games. Every single one of them played with maximum effort, maximum commitment, and maximum love for the jersey. Brendan Gallagher is going home to British Columbia, and while our hearts ache at the sight of him in another jersey, we can take comfort in knowing that he leaves Montreal as a legend, a warrior who will forever be associated with the very best qualities of the Montreal, Diane's organization. So, Habs Nation, as we bid farewell to number 11, as we process the emotions of this bittersweet moment, let us also look forward with renewed purpose. Gallagher's departure creates the space, both literally in the salary cap and figuratively in the roster, for the next chapter to begin. The torch has been passed, the future is bright, and the pursuit of the Stanley Cup continues. Drop a comment below and share your favorite Brendan Gallagher moment. Tell us what he meant to you, to your family, to your love of this team. This is our moment to collectively celebrate one of the greatest warriors to ever wear the CH. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay locked in because Kent Hughes is just getting started. The best chapters of this story are still to be written. Go Habs go, and thank you, Brendan. Thank you for everything.